Hey friends, I had my lips done. Image is everything, right? They won't move. I can't get them to move. They won't move. They hurt. Just kidding. Have to have fun and laugh because all of this is crazy. I also bought false eyelashes that are magnetic for fun, but I can't make them work yet. The reviews are horrible, but I'll keep trying. As always, before you listen to anyone, be firmly grounded in a faithful Bible reading, a faithful translation of the Bible. And before you listen to anyone, any podcast like this or vlog or book or conference or anything, do your due diligence and check to see if they're faithful to God and His Word. So you can Google their name or the book or whatever it is, and with the word heresy or false teacher, and you'll probably most likely find the truth about them. I also did a bloggy here last about really good resources for checking things like this. So always do that before listening to any human. Hi there, friends, girls, women, to my Inklings Femina channel. I've been thinking a lot about a lot of things the past few weeks, learning, reading, studying, mulling over, talking to people more about this whole situation we have going on in our society these days. And I'm debating whether to call it bonkers world or gaslighting bonkers world, or the insanity and comical feminazi feminarch world, which includes both sexes. Feminazis, feminists, and narcissists, feminarchs. I'm just trying to figure out what it is, what all is going on. Again, I'm here for the great conversation with just girls or women who love the Lord and are faithful to Him and His true word. And also, maybe some of you are going through the same thing. Maybe some of you have or will experience some of this same type of thing. So if I could help one person or warn one person or help one person just be aware, that's what I'm here for as I mull through it and learn and grow. It seems like everything all day long is a PsyOp. And people are expecting us to play along on every level, personal, national, and worldwide. Nearly everything seems to be a PsyOp, and it's a dare to say otherwise. One of the other things I was thinking about calling this is blame-shifting feminarchs. Anyway, the things to watch for, or the things you may have already experienced, and please join the conversation and share how you dealt with it. If you haven't, I'm saying don't fall for it. It's the exact same thing that we're seeing played out by the progressive leftist Marxist society. Forgive me, but I am reading some notes because I had so much on my mind. Top to bottom, this is what's going on everywhere. Everyone and everything is being emasculated, watered down, neutered by the people that use these tactics. And the end game is for everyone else to be shushed, censored, and threatened with a fear of pain in your deepest wounds. It's true. I have been extensively studying all of this, trying to understand what unfortunately I've experienced, which results in watching the destruction and even death of people. These people are ultimately cop-outs, blamers, bullies, and always victims of abuse. Anytime anyone goes against their narrative, it's automatically, instantly abuse. And it's constant, relationship after relationship after relationship, in order that they might justify past, present, and future behaviors and plans. Anything goes as they embrace these belief systems. The common denominator is that all relationships end with so-called abuse. The bubble gets burst and it's instantly abuse, the bubble of the alternate reality. And these people shun all accountability and truth and honesty. There's no such thing, it's not allowed. The belief system justifies, enables these bullies, and it's all to collect supply and excuses, and it projects and it grooms. It collects others, just like organisms in a petri dish, bonking around. Each little bubble is bonking around until it finds others to latch onto, to become supply, and they feed off of each other, and they gang up with others. To kick us while we're down at our very lowest. I'm here to say to you, unfortunately, from a lot of experience, be brave and speak up. Don't be shushed, don't be censored. Don't be silenced. In this sickening society of progressive liberals, so-called good people, or Christians, like I'm a good person from the Church of OPRAH, speak up for the bullied, the groomed, the helpless. Even if know that they hold power over you to inflict some of the deepest pain in you or some of your dearly loved ones in the most tender areas of pain and humiliation and grief. If you've asked and begged for honesty as for why the cruelty is being inflicted, which sometimes they call grace, when you've for decades offered love, care, support, welcomed them into your home, prepared your best festive feasts for gatherings, been inclusive, shared the deepest conversations because you thought they actually cared, all the while putting up with all of these things that they do constantly. And then you finally poke the golden calf, the proverbial golden calf, knowing what will happen. And then you are instantly, because it was all right there, blasted with the whole long laundry list of all the reasons you are the most horrible person possible. You're dark, heavy, oppressive, miserable, destructive, misguided, on brand, blind, tortured, disgusted, assuming, without honesty or awareness, isolated, cold, arrogant, self-righteous, and not safe. I was told that no, it is impossible to know someone else's heart. Hence the list, I guess. Also, yes, it is. Why were they there all along if this was all the case? It's because you were supply until you weren't. They lob off the barrage, the laundry list of accusations and horrible things that you are, and then instantly block. No discussion, no honesty is allowed. And it's all cop-outs, and you're dismissed with clever cliches, their feelings, whims, alternate reality, bullying tactic, reign supreme. They are the supreme ruling entities, and they must be obeyed or else it's abuse and danger, and you become trash. To the point of treating people like that they shouldn't even exist, that they ought to be dispensed with, to be disappeared. Others are just supply, that's all. So it's okay, it's just fine. You wouldn't be groomed, fixed, fit the narrative, fit the image. You would not take the constant subtle, not so subtle hints, the bonking, the tentacles digging in. And so then you are no longer supply. You're no longer useful. But your demise is their supply, the others. You are their mutual supply. The juicy morsels in the petri dish, the parasitic feeding symbiotically by others is the new supply. Anything may be rationalized. Yup. Honesty, reality, and truth are drama. They're abuse and not allowed. Danger. They wave you away with all of those clever platitudes like, you do you, when that's not what they mean in a million years. They never mean for anyone else to be themselves. So just like our country and how our society is being groomed to treat each other like trash, to dispose of, to claim abuse every single time. When things don't go according to their agenda, which is my world, my bubble, I can do no wrong, there is no shame, no sin, no guilt, no nothing, just my agenda. To remain in good standing, one must remain nice, compliant, be inoculated, and censored. They believe that they have achieved a higher level of consciousness, their own deity, their own godlike divinity, goddess status. Because image, 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 image is everything. Not hearts, not souls, but image and control. So it's a bubble world, an alternate reality, and it's 1 out of 8 billion, which must be obeyed. So it's totally fine in that bubble to dispense with those who haven't complied, become inoculated, embraced. And it's all only self, well, and supply. So I say, by what standard? By what standard is their little universe ordered and reigned with? There has to be a set standard. For truly regenerate Christians, faithful Christians to God's word, God and his word, our goal is never self. It's obedience, glorifying God, repenting, seeking truth, love, beauty, honesty, allowing sanctification and regeneration. The standard is not ours ever, and it's a fixed point of reference outside of ourself, always. Never our own, never us. So while we're loving others, speaking truth, and caring for their souls, apparently this creates massive anger, and it's called abuse. So in their self-reality, anything may be justified. All humans are just supply, and it's perfectly fine to suck supply dry 24/7, no matter who it is, to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars, destroying lives, even to the tune of several $1 million. It's just supply. It's just using the other humans around you. And it's not loving your neighbor. You will obey, cherish, admire, comply, embrace, no matter how wrong things are, or else you will pay. But guess what? You are allowed to be a Berean, to identify all common denominators, to test all spirits, to expose darkness, to not be a doormat, to not be supply. You are allowed to protect your loved ones, to stand for truth, to defend the defenseless. As far as you are able, speak up, be brave for the helpless. What a bizarre thing to even say. Of course that's our job. Of course that's not abuse. Of course you might seem dark and heavy and oppressive and tortured and disgusted and cold. when you are afraid for your loved ones, when you are afraid for your family, of course that's how you would seem. There may be times when things are so horrific and you are almost literally bound and gagged, censored, and forced to stand by and watch your dearly loved one be devastated and destroyed, your help denied and refused. But as far as you are able, speak up, defend, protect, fight. Even if it has to be after the fact. Help others be aware, be forewarned, or help them through. It's our job. When this is what causes people to start ranting at us because we're doing our job, by what standard are we supposed to even listen to someone telling us that this is wrong? Being suspicious, being on guard, being afraid for your loved ones. Who? Why? What? We're supposed to listen and comply, yet they are immune to all. You find out there has never been relationship on their part, on their side. As believers, we know that everyone knows. Everyone is without excuse. All creation declares the truth and glory of a creator. And a standard, a fixed point of reference outside of ourselves. God is holy, righteous, and just. All of his judgments will be predicated on how we handled his word. John MacArthur said that. Are we fine with heretical interpretations to tickle ears and let people bully us by? I'm not. Whether the person claims to be a Christian or a good person from the Church of OPRAH and all of the new thought justifications. So just be patient, just watch and listen. Eventually, all the Freudian slips will slip. All of the contradictions will contradict, and it will all become clear. They'll let you know that there was never any relationship at all. That's how you'll know you were just supply. And then understand the source of it. Keep loving and praying and caring. They're going to keep digging deeper and deeper, hurting more and more people as they march on with this behavior. In their minds, it's all justified by the diagnosis du jour, the types, the personalities, the projection, the blame, the reasons, the excuses, the labels, the cover-ups. Projection is just blaming others for what someone else did, what they did. And all of this is fed like a fire hose to them everywhere, anywhere, all day long, 24/7, books, TED Talks, the Church of OPRAH, and big Evangellyfish churches as well. It's everywhere. And it's totally understandable why they latch onto and embrace these systems. It's all massively readily available in so many very different forms, platforms, belief systems, and it's coming from everywhere throughout our whole society, especially the progressive left. But God is not a respecter of persons. He definitely made us all different, but not to use as excuses. We don't need all of these diagnoses and types and Enneagram numbers and crippling excuses. They are no help, and they make us all stay stuck, hurting each other. So be aware, be strong, speak truth in love, keep praying, keep caring. Because with God, all things are possible. And some of these people eventually come around when they come to the end of all of this useless stuff. Join the conversation. Have you been through this? Are you going through it? Have you been helped? What are your favorite scriptures about these issues? Why do you think it's so rampant? And how do we help others? Talk to you soon. Thank you for joining. Feel free to subscribe, like, leave comments. I'll be here. Bye. So a lot of people that use these same behaviors are men in positions of power. And it's a lot about image and control and a lot of words. But watch and listen, and the contradictions will contradict themselves, and watch how he treats his wife and his children. For instance, if you never see 1 ounce of affection for any of them, red flag. And there will be a lot of dishonesty. All of these traits, labels, personality, excuses, all of these things that are used to justify behaviors and supposed needs and things are simply sin. And God and His Word and Christ are sufficient for all healing.